Hello and welcome back to Real English with Real Teachers with myself, Harry, and my co-pilot. Oh, no, sorry, I can't say that. With my partner, Charlie, because I couldn't possibly teach real English on my own. I need my partner here with me. Welcome back to the show. This is a completely live show. We are actually here right now, this very moment, teaching English. And this is an English lesson for non-native English speakers. So if you are at the intermediate level or above, this is the perfect place to practice your English with two native British English speakers today. And we like to teach colloquial everyday English so that our students can express themselves in a more effective way, so that you can say exactly what you want to say. Because that's what the language is for, isn't it? So we can express our thoughts with words and communicate with other people. So welcome to the show. We'd like to see you very active today and participating. And I'm not on my own, I'm here with Charlie. So hello, Charlie, how are you?
Hello, I'm good, thank you. Although I'm a little bit snowed under with responsibilities. I've got to fly back to England tomorrow morning, early doors, and I've got quite a few things to do. I need to prepare for my girlfriend's birthday that she will be having on her own in the apartment. So I need to do a little treasure hunt for her. I need to see quite a few students. I need to do some YouTube stuff, and I need to get prepared and packed for our immersion course that is starting on Monday. So quite a lot is on my plate at the moment, but I'm happy to be here and to be conversing with you today. Lovely introduction, by the way. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Chaz. Thank you. And you said that your girlfriend's going to be celebrating her birthday on her own. So, but you're making her a little hunt for her house. For the house.
Yeah, she told me that she was going to be in Asia on a work trip on her birthday. So then I decided to book our immersion course on her birthday because I would be on my own at that period of time. But then she said that her trip dates have changed and that she will be back in Germany. I was like, I'm not going to be here. So yeah. I'm in the doghouse a little bit, but not too much because it was her that started it.
Okay. You've already kicked off, Chaz, with some really nice expressions. So perhaps we should offer these over to people. So you said you are a bit snowed under at the moment. Is that meaning that there is lots of snow over there in Germany and you can't leave your house?
Good thought, because it could well be snowing here. In fact, we're expecting snow tomorrow. But no, it means that you have a lot of stuff that you need to be doing. You're feeling like there's a lot on you, snowed under, unable to get out, I suppose.
Okay, so you're just like unbelievably busy. It's kind of overwhelmingly busy, I guess. You can't
cope. Overwhelmingly busy, yeah, definitely.
Okay, and you also said that you said something about early doors. I got up. Did you get up early doors? How did you use that?
I said about the flight to the UK. Yeah, I've got to get up early doors to get my flight to the UK. And it means just early. It just means early, really, doesn't it?
Easy. Yeah, so you can say the pub opens early doors, meaning the pub opens very early. Yeah, and I said this the other week. You said something and I said, you could have said early doors, and you said, yeah, but I didn't want to say it.
Yeah, that probably means that we're recycling phrases. We need to get more vocabulary in our lexicon, don't we? So today, guys, we want you to orchestrate the conversation for us. So if you see in the description box beneath our video, we have given you a link to a wide variety of topics. And we want you to choose some topics for us to talk about. And then we will go into that conversation, and there's some questions. So we're going to ask each other questions related to your choices. So go ahead, click that link and decide what conversation category you want us to talk about in this live class.
Excellent, excellent. And how many different categories are we going to be discussing today, Chaz? Should we just go for one, or should we go for two to give them a bit of variety with the vocab we use?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe 2 or 3, should we say?
Yeah, yeah. So if you guys can type in a category, we can begin the conversation about that. Last week, we did give a meaty would you rather question to get people started. Perhaps we could do something similar today.
Yeah. The last one was about whether you would prefer to have a monobrow or no eyebrows, wasn't it?
Exactly, yeah. And Charlie wrongly accused me of having a monobrow. As you can see, I have 2 lovely, well-formed eyebrows today. But we also asked a really stupid would you rather a while ago, and it was about would you rather be a policeman with 1 leg and 2 arms, or a fireman with 1 arm and 2 legs? That was another classic one from one of our live lessons. So I think Charlie might be Googling for another one. What have you got, Jazz?
No, why do you think that? Yeah, I am, but I haven't found a good one yet, so we will keep Googling. But I haven't checked in with you. How are you doing today?
I'm ruddy bloody good, actually. Ruddy bloody good. Yeah, I've had 2 lessons so far, and they were both very nice. They were 2 Spanish people, and they were at the house. And I always like my lessons in the house because it gives me a bit of variety, and it means I can step away from the computer screen for a while, because I do feel I am looking at the screen a lot in my life. So it is nice to have that variety. Yeah, it's been a pretty good day. I'm not too snowed under, but I've got a fair few lessons after this class.
Okay. Yeah, I know what you mean about staring at the computer screen too long. It starts to make your vision a bit two-dimensional. I remember when I used to Skype even more students than I do these days, I sometimes went out in the evenings, and my brain kind of thought that the conversation prior to the conversation, I should expect the Skype dial tone. It was just very confused with how I should be socializing. It was very odd.
Okay, it was strange you starting a conversation without hearing the
yeah. No, I need warning. I need 5-second warning if you're going to interact with me.
Yeah, I need a dictionary with me.
Yeah. But lovely to have you all here. We've already got suggestions, so that's fantastic. We'll be using some of them very shortly. I've got a would you rather for you, Harry. Would you rather find true love or find £10 million?
Oh God. Okay. That's actually a really difficult question to answer.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, because I found true love, I'd never be tempted by the 10 million. But yeah, it is an interesting question, isn't it?
Yeah. And I definitely can't have both.
No, that true love will equal an average salary for the rest of your life.
Right.
No, I'm joking. The possibilities are endless once you've found true love in this game. So that doesn't mean that you won't win the lottery. But yeah, you're giving up 10 million there and then.
Okay, right. So I would. Oh God, that's really difficult. I would really like to find true love. I'd like to think of myself as a non-materialistic person. I don't think I need lots of nice gadgets in my house to make me happy. Though I do have a couple of things lying around, but I don't really use them. Like I have an iPad, I don't really use it. And imagine how many iPads I would have if I had 10 million pounds. I wouldn't use them. Wouldn't use them.
Okay.
I want love. I want true love. Yeah.
You want true love?
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess you've already got it though, haven't you? So you would probably just take the money. But the fact that you take the money, would that mean you then fall out of love with Stacey?
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. I was thinking that I've got to choose that because I'm already. What do you allow me? Do you allow me the 10 million? But I don't need anything in that case.
I'd say you can have the 10 million, but if you break up with Stacey ever, you will never find true love again. So it has to work with Stacey.
Well, that's kind of insinuating that I've got to choose the 10 million now, because otherwise it's like saying, well, I'm pretty sure this will go in, this will end up shit.
No, I don't think it will. I think you are going to be together forever. But you never know, do you? You never know.
Never know. Okay, so we've got some good answers. Some people would choose the, what if I have a 10 millions? Okay, well, my true love brings me 10 million. Wow, Lydia. So you married a very wealthy partner. Very nice. Or your true love has given you great wealth. Very nice.
Okay. Yeah. Well, maybe if you got 10 million, you would find true love in money and just things you buy.
SARS has said, get 10 million and you will find true love. Trust me.
Yeah. You'll find lots of them. Lots of them.
Yeah. But will it be true? Will it be true? I think it's difficult. If you've got the money, it's difficult to suss out whether that person that knows you've got lots of money is really falling for the true you or falling for the dollar bills.
Yeah, dollar bill, y'all. I was watching a dating program the other day called Dinner Date, where a guy will go on several different dinner dates at ladies' houses, and the guy kept on dropping it in the conversation that he was a millionaire. I don't know how he made his millions, but whenever he was sitting down with a lady, speaking with her, he would always drop it in the conversation that he was a millionaire, as if that was going to like impress them and win them. So I guess some people use that as a kind of asset to win love.
Yeah. Okay. You've been using that a couple of times to drop something in the conversation, and that's just another way of expressing that you're saying it in the conversation. Yeah. You're bringing it up.
Yeah, to drop something in the conversation. Yeah, so it's like to say it casually, I guess. You just kind of, well, I'm just gonna put that out there. By the way, I'm a millionaire. Just drop it in casually. Yeah. Would you drop that in the conversation, Chaz, if you were a millionaire and you were on a first date? Or would you leave it until kind of maybe the third or fourth date to reveal that you are actually a multi-millionaire?
I think I'd have my fun at the beginning of winning this 10 million and tell the date, yeah, I've got 10 million. And then once I've had the fun that I want to have, then I would not tell them from then on. I'd keep it secret until we're married. And then on the honeymoon, be like, oh, by the way, I've got 10 million in the bank.
Yeah. Okay. Right. To make sure they don't take advantage of you, I guess, or to make sure you get all the fun you want.
Yes. Yeah. You could say on the honeymoon, this is our life forever now. So you're just on one big honeymoon, baby.
Exactly. All right, shall we go on to one of the topics that they've suggested to us?
Let's do it. Yeah. Okay, so we've got art, animals, travel, people, couple of travel. Yeah, I see travel a couple of times. Okay, so we'll go to travel.
Travel.
want to pick another one?
Yeah, let's see what else. Yeah, I said someone about living. Someone said living in the UK. I think that could be quite an interesting one, especially.
I don't know if that's an actual category. I think that they've just said that. You got to go to the link and choose one from the list.
Yeah. Don't disobey our rules, guys.
Never disobey the rules.
Well, we can go for education. Let's go for education.
Education. Okay, so travel, education, and maybe one more if we have time. But let's see what we've got so far. Yeah, I don't see education on the list, buddy.
Surely, what kind of list of topics doesn't contain education? That would be insane.
This list.
Let's not be too pernickety, Chaz.
Yeah. Oh, wow. How do you spell that one? Go on, dare you?
I don't know.
On the board.
Can you spell it out to me? I'm gonna try. If I get it wrong, so I've told Charlie not to be too pernickety.
Wait, he spells it right, ladies and gentlemen. Pernickety, yes.
You said that as if you were very, very surprised that I can spell it right.
Well, I didn't want to show you my attempted, it was like, did you mean this word? I was like, yes, that one.
All right, so yeah, there we go. I'm just going to write the part of speech that it is. So pernickety is an adjective, and that means that you pay too much attention to details in a kind of, too much. So in a kind of annoying way. So Charlie's like, oh, you can't say that. You can't say it. We're not going to talk about education because it's not on the list. And I said, Charlie, don't be so blooming pernickety.
Yeah, pernickety. So is that meaning I'm being picky?
Yeah, I guess you are. Yeah, I'd say, it's like you're, kind of like almost like pedantic. Like you're paying too much attention to the details, too picky. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. So on travel, the first question I've got is, what are some essentials that you take with you when you go traveling, Harry? What do you need to keep in your life? And sorry, we should say that all these questions that we're asking each other, we want you to say them in the comments section, and we'll be reading them out when we see them.
Exactly. And when we give you these questions, we'd like you to try and use some of these expressions if you can as well. And then we can give you feedback on how you're using them, and if you're using them correctly. So as we go through the class and we keep on adding expressions to the boards, we'd like you to keep on using them. So the question is, what do I need to take with me when I go traveling, right?
Yes. Yeah. What do you need? What are those couple of personal items that you can't go without?
Good question. So I'm going to take the old specs off for this one. I definitely need my toothbrush, but stupidly, that's something I always leave behind. So whenever, a typical thing for me when I arrive to my destination is I have to go and buy myself a toothbrush, which is really ridiculous. But for something I always take with me is my notepad nowadays. I like to write notes, to practice Spanish, and to reflect on my experiences on the holiday. That's something I like to have in my hand luggage with me.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're writing journal kind of daily inputs to this?
Exactly. Yeah. When I went to Thailand, I was writing a daily journal of what I was doing, my thoughts, my observations, and it was a really good way of developing my Spanish while I was on holiday. So definitely always take my notepad with me. Yeah.
Nice. Would you like to share some of these daily journals, or is it very private for you?
No, I think I would share some of it. I did actually tell the story of how we ended up in a bar full of prostitutes. I actually mentioned this on our Facebook, on a post that I did on our Facebook.
So if you're not a member of that Facebook fan page, you'll definitely get good content there. So yeah.
Yeah, so make sure you head over there, guys. Head over. That's a good one, isn't it, Chaz? Head over.
Yeah, we normally compliment each other, but yeah, you did it for yourself. Yeah, head over somewhere.
There you go. So to head over to go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
To head over. Yeah. So I did. I wrote a journal entry about how we ended up in this bar. Because when you go traveling, sometimes you can go somewhere and you don't really know much about the place, so you walk into a bar thinking it's going to be a normal bar, but it's actually full of prostitutes. And my friend pointed out that it was a prostitute bar, and they were just whores everywhere surrounding us, and it was very, very peculiar. And after about 10 minutes in the bar, we kind of made our excuses and got out of there.
Okay, so you weren't a fan of this situation.
Oh no. Oh no. I would never consciously make the decision to go in a bar like this. Of course not.
Okay, interesting. A very colourful night, I'm sure you had.
Indeed. What about you, Chaz? When you go traveling, what do you take with you? You take those ridiculous things you put on your eyes.
We don't talk about that on air. We don't talk about that on air. No, definitely not. I definitely don't take an eye mask to sleep soundly at night. No, I take manly stuff like Nuts magazine. I can't go anywhere without that bad boy.
Yes, yeah. Nuts is a men's magazine, in case you're wondering, here in the UK. And in this magazine, you can see lots of interesting things. Like cars, boobs, and all things for men. All things for men.
All things for men, yeah. No, I don't take that. I saw actually someone said a good suggestion. I take my camera now. I take the whole of having all the batteries and memory cards and vlogging equipment that we need, just in case we whip it out and get some good footage for you guys.
Yes, that's good. And I guess with that, you take your tripod as well, so you can record yourself and have it on the side. Yeah, that's a good one. I do the same. Indeed. Olivia Lee has said that she writes a diary in English to get all her thoughts and wonderful experience.
Okay. Do you want to share that one and help her out?
Absolutely. Yeah, let's do that. So Harry's going to share his screen. Everyone, get ready for this one. Okay. Can you see it?
Such desperation. Yes, I can. Yes.
Okay, cool. So thank you for the comment, Olivia. Olivia said, I write my diary in English to get all my thoughts and wonderful experience. So here I would say to gather my thoughts together. It's like kind of to collect my thoughts. So I would say that to gather or collect my thoughts together. Yeah. And wonderful experiences. Yeah. And maybe to share the wonderful experiences that I have. Perhaps something like that. But thank you very much for that. Yeah.
Nicely done.
And we've got one here from Jill Manny. Chaz, do you want to have a look at this one?
Yeah. And my trips to Spain has always helped me to recharge my brain and get more ideas. Thank you, Jill Manny. So we want to change has to have. And my trips to Spain have always helped me to recharge my brain. And recharge my brain, we don't normally natively say. So recharge my batteries, we could replace. recharge my batteries, and get some more ideas. Get some more ideas.
Cool. Yeah, very nice.
Well done. Thank you, Giovanni.
Yeah, cool. So quite a lot of people do like to write notes to reflect on things during their trip. Yeah, I think that's quite a nice thing to do. It's a good way to stay mindful and to appreciate the things that you're doing during your trip, I think. I quite like that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I might try and do it. I remember when I was younger, I used to actually write a little diary. But then some people said it was a bit strange, and I was in that age where I felt like I had to conform, you know. But yeah,
okay.
Go for it.
What kind of things did you write about, Chaz?
Probably about how I was able to hold my breath under the swimming pool, under the water for 35 seconds, and I was very impressed. And that I got a nice ice cream from my dad, and that the girl on the other side of the swimming pool might have looked my way once. I was like, exciting.
Oh, that's so cute. Yeah. Okay. So it was all the excitement of a young boy. Yeah. I did something similar actually. I had a little diary, and I wrote an entry once. So an entry in a diary, it's like something you write in a diary. So one of your days, that would be an entry. We call that an entry. I wrote an entry once about my mum. I really drove my mum crazy one day, and we were eating breakfast together, and I was being a bit rude, and she poured a bowl of cereal over my head.
Wow. Did it have milk in it?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it had milk in it, and my favorite cereal at the time, Frosties. And yeah, she poured it over my head because she was really at the end of her tether.
Oh, now that's a good phrase. That's a very good phrase. So they didn't taste great, did they?
No, they did. Well, they still did, as they kind of poured down my face. You know, I still kind of.
So you were fine by eating the Frosties as they came trickling down your face. Lovely, lovely. Yeah, so she was at the end of her tether. I'm writing this in the live chat. We always do a free download in the replay if you are watching this in the replay. But stay up with us in the live chat, and Harry will be putting it on the board. She was at the end of her tether. What is a tether?
Oh, what is a tether? Is that like a thread? A tether?
A rope. Yeah, it's a rope. I think it's normally used with tethering animals to a post.
Okay, right.
To tie an animal with a rope.
There you go. So if you are at the end of your tether, it doesn't mean you're holding on to the end of a rope. It actually means that you have no patience left. So I had probably been, really quite irritating, just annoying her about various different things. Oh, Mum, I don't want to go to school. You don't buy me enough. You do this, you do that. And then she had enough. She was at the end of her tether, and she poured the bowl of cereal over my head. And then she reread this diary entry because she found my diary, and she felt terrible about it. She felt terrible.
She read it in that holiday or later on, like a couple of years later?
Yeah, years passed since then, and then she read it, and she felt awful about it. But of course, I think she had every right to pour that cereal over my head. I probably deserved it.
Yeah, I've had moments where I've wanted to do that to you.
I bet. Yeah. You
likewise.
Yeah. You wouldn't dare though, would you? You wouldn't dare.
I wouldn't dare. I wouldn't dream of it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So if you guys want to use any of these expressions, that'll be fantastic to see you using them. So we've got quite a few already. To drop something in a conversation, to be snowed under, to be pernickety. Early doors, which is we use it kind of like an adverb. So I arrived early doors. To head over, which is a phrasal verb, meaning to go. To be at the end of your tether, which is an idiom. So feel free to use any of these words and expressions, guys.
Yeah, that'd be really nice to see if you could manage all of them in one answer to these questions that we're asking each other. I'll do one from the travel topic, and then if we have time, we'll go on to the next one. I saw one. What's your favorite way to travel, Harry? What's your favorite way to travel?
Okay, so does this refer to kind of modes of transport? Like,
yeah, it could be modes of transport. Also, like whether you like to be spontaneous or plan, whether you like to go on a package holiday. Take it how you will.
How you will? Oh, wow. Oh, my God. My shirt has got a missing button, so it kind of looks awful. I'm just going to cover that up. I shouldn't have drawn their attention to that.
No, you shouldn't have. But you have now.
Yeah. So, very good question, Chaz. I'll tell you exactly how I like to travel. I like to travel far and wide, preferably on my own, in a kind of spontaneous manner. I'm not one to plan too extensively. And I definitely prefer to be on my own. Absolutely. And I travel light as well.
Okay. So you're not too pernickety about your plans on heading off?
No, absolutely not. No, like when I went to Bangkok, when we went to Thailand, we did actually plan on the place we were going to, but that was about it. And I only took a hand luggage, and we were going for like 11 days. Some would say that's ridiculous, but I prefer to travel light and not have much, because often when you go to one of these countries, you can buy clothes so cheap. So I just kind of, when I ran out of clothes, I just bought more there for like £1. So
living like a king. Okay, so you were traveling light, meaning that you didn't need to take a huge suitcase. I was going to go to the question using the phrase. Can you just say something for a second so I can see your phrases on the board?
Yeah, I'm just going to say something now, if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, did you get up early doors ever in the trip, or would you always lie in?
Good question. I think we got up early doors once, and that was to catch a plane to Koh Samui. This is quite funny, actually. There's 2 airports in Bangkok, and we assumed that we were going to fly from the main airport in Bangkok to one of the islands in the south. So we took a taxi to the airport, and then we arrived there. We looked at the board, and it was about half an hour before our plane was leaving, and we realized that the flight was not on the departures board, and we were bricking it. We were like, oh my God, I think we've gone to the wrong airport, and we did not have time to make it to the other one.
Wow. So did you make it? Or did you leave, or did you not even bother? Thought, let's get another flight.
We weren't going to bother. We were going to buy another one. But then some more flights came onto the board, and for some reason they hadn't listed the flight on there, and we were flying from there. But we were so relieved, and it wasn't on the board. And we realized we hadn't even bothered to check if we were at the right airport or if we were going to the right airport. So sometimes when you do travel in this spontaneous, non-planning way, it can backfire.
Yeah. Okay. So you said to be bricking it. To be bricking it, as in like you were making bricks because you were in a hurry?
Yeah. We're not going to make it, so we might as well try and build a plane, and I think we should use bricks. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So it doesn't mean that. To be bricking it, this is very colloquial. But you can definitely use this kind of thing in speaking exams, in like the IELTS and Cambridge exams. And this means to be really scared or incredibly nervous. To be incredibly nervous. Another way you could say it is like we were on tenterhooks. We say that, right? To be on.
Yeah, we were on tenterhooks. That's like nervous. Yeah.
Cool. There you go. So to be bricking it. Bricking it. Yeah. Would you be bricking it in that situation, Chaz?
I would be. I used to be one of those people that would just arrive last minute. And then I've had some scenarios where I've had to run through the whole terminal and end up looking like I've just jumped in a swimming pool. And then they're obviously like delayed by an hour. And I'm just like, oh. So it's taught me a lesson to get there on time and to sort myself out. But yeah, I would be bricking it if I was in your situation.
Yeah, it was a bit nerve-wracking. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have we taught that one before? Nerve-wracking?
Yes, I think we have.
Yeah. But you pointed out the other day, Chaz, something that we think is quite useful about these lessons is that we often repeat the expressions we use in other lessons as well. So it kind of reinforces some of that vocab. So yeah, nerve-wracking means, something that makes you very nervous. Nerve-wracking.
Agreed. Yeah, I just want to go over to the comments and read out Shin's answer because you've done well there. So once you're a photographer, being pernickety is always a must, comma, I suppose, such as knowing weather before getting locations, being sure you leave none of camera gears and stuff. Okay. Yeah, I bet. Do you want to help with that one, Harry?
I'd love to help. Thank you very much, Shin. So once you're a photographer, being pernickety is always a must. Okay, so I would just say when you're a photographer, and photographer is ER, there you go, yeah. Being pernickety is always a must. That's very good. Maybe just put a full stop there or a comma. I suppose such as knowing the weather. So knowing the weather before you get to the location or before you get to a location, comma, being sure you leave none. Okay, you don't leave any of your camera gear or other things. Maybe say it like that.
Yeah.
Being sure. So you could say it in a couple of ways. Being sure not to leave any of your camera gear, or being sure you do not leave any of your camera gear.
So is it gears or gear?
Gear, yeah. Gear is always uncountable, isn't it?
Yeah.
There you go, yeah. So none, because it is a negative sentence, we'd have to use any, not none.
Very nice, thank you. All right.
Edward Stafford.
Oh dear.
That's all right. Well, Edward Stafford just said he tends to plan his trips in detail. So he's quite pernickety in the way he plans things because he values his time so much. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So maybe we should get Edward to organize our immersion course.
Yeah. Mr. Edward Stafford is actually coming on the immersion course. So I wonder if he can help us out with some of that. Not that we need it. Not that we need it.
We've got it all under control. It's a brilliant experience, and you should come along if you want to. Yeah. Okay. So we'll probably leave it there soon, right, Harry?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. There's just one other word that someone has said. Carly Anderson said, when I went to give my interview, I was a complete nervous wreck. nervous wreck. So this is a really good way. It's kind of similar to saying I was bricking it. So you can say I was a nervous wreck. So I'm just going to write that on here. A nervous wreck. Thank you for that, Carly. I really like that. I was a nervous wreck. A nervous wreck. I used to be a nervous wreck before many things, including these live lessons. Pale in the face. Yeah. So, yeah, thank you very much for your participation today. We are kind of approaching the end of this class. Do we have any announcements that we'd like to make, Chaz, before we get out of here?
Before we get out of here, yeah, I did the prize draw for us. We do Skype prize draws for one lucky person each live lesson, and you will be able to win one with Harry or myself. If you're interested in that, then enter the competition. It's in the description box. Today's lucky winner is Vivian. So, Vivian, congratulations. You have won. Get in contact with us and we will set that up with you ASAP. Obviously not for next week because we are on our immersion course, number 2 of hopefully many, which leads us to what we do in immersion courses. And what's that, Harry?
Yeah, we do. Yeah. Okay, we love teaching English on Skype, but we thought, why don't we actually try and meet our students in the flesh? So what we do now is we invite 6 students. It can be between 6 and 8, but on the next one we have 6 who come here to the UK, and we're staying very near Brighton in a lovely big house. Everyone has their own bedrooms, and we have a kind of residential English course, but it's kind of like an educational holiday. So we start the day with lessons. We then go out on trips, and then in the evenings we cook together, we eat together, and we play games to practice all the vocab, grammar structures, idioms, everything English language related that has come up in the day. And we do that for 5 days. So if you are interested in joining one of these immersion courses and progressing with your English and your confidence in speaking the English language, then do visit our website, which is rewrt.com. But we do have a link in the description box below. And if you're not watching live, we have a link here. I'm sure it comes out this side.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, right.
So here, so click on that and submit your email address so that we can get in touch with you and tell you more information about those courses.
Someone's just said, Henry, could you button up your shirt? Firstly, Simona, it's Harry. His name is Harry, but yeah, he's actually got a buttonless part. It's come off, so you can't button that part up.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Henry's gonna have to just hold it to yeah.
We got an email the other day from a potential sponsor, and they said, "Dear Henry and Chris."
That's gonna be a fruitful business relationship, isn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, I'd like to end on a question for you guys to use as much of the vocab from the lesson possible. Let's stick to travel since we don't have much time to go into a new category. So let's see. Tell us about an experience where you tried a very strange foreign food in that travel experience. So hopefully you can think of an episode and use some of these phrases throughout that day or throughout that travel, and include the strange or the strangest food that you might have had. What about you, Harry? Have you had a strange food?
Yeah, I've had a lot of strange food. I don't know which one I can mention because people might be a bit. I ate a massive spider when I was in Bangkok. That was really disgusting.
Oh, that would be tough for me to stomach.
Yeah.
I've had crocodile before. That was very chewy, very tough.
Yeah, I've had that. I was going to mention that. It sounds adventurous, but it just tastes like chicken to me.
Maybe mine was overcooked.
Okay, you have overcooked crocodile.
Yeah. I've also had kangaroo. That was very bloody. But again, that could be to do with not cooking it enough.
Okay, maybe you're going for skinny chefs. Maybe that was the problem.
Don't lead us down that avenue.
You just call me Charlie.
Yeah, I think I did. It's time to leave. Goodbye, everybody. We'll see you, unfortunately, in 2 weeks because we have our course next week. So no live lesson on the first week of December. We'll be back on the second week of December. We love you very much and goodbye for now. Thank you, Harry and Charlie and Chris and Henry and Carlos and Harriet.
Yeah, and what many people call us, gays. They say, hey, gays.
As in guys, right?
Well, I think they mean to say guys. I hope they do. They just say, hey, gays. You spelt this word wrong or something. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, thank you very much, guys, not gays. And we will see you soon.
Take care, guys. Bye for now.